The Sims 2 Strangetown has a recommended playing order, and if played correctly, you'll get all of the scripted events and all of the drama from the story that Maxis intended you to have. The recommended playing order is Curious, Spector, Beaker, Smith, and Grunt. We're going to play all of these scripted events in the correct order right now. As soon as we load the Curious Brothers lot, we find Pascal here, already pregnant by aliens and about to get his baby bump, his very last baby bump. There it goes. He's going to be giving birth later today. Next, we get a message that says Vidkin wants to explore the heavens, but his new telescope might bring him a little too close for comfort. This is our cue that Vidkin here wants to go up on the roof and stargaze. Up on the roof, I've directed Vidkin to start stargazing through the telescope. It is programmed into the game that he is going to be abducted by aliens pretty much immediately, and he's also going to become pregnant from this abduction. So here they come. Now, the Curious Brothers obviously are obsessed with aliens. All three of them want to meet aliens. Pascal's going to have an alien baby, and now Vidkin is also going to have an alien baby. Or two, could be twins. So there he goes, sucked up into the UFO, and he's going to be returned a couple hours later. At about 5 a.m., Vidkin is returned back to the Earth by the aliens who abducted him. He's just going to be dumped unceremoniously out into the front yard. And his brothers are going to rush out to greet him, happy that he was able to have this experience. And now he's realizing what's been done to him. You've been probed. Around 6 a.m., Pascal is going to give birth to his alien child, and you can see Vidkin in the background already feeling nauseated from that alien pregnancy. I like to leave them outside so that I can get a nice unobstructed view of the birth, because if you bring them inside, it might be blocked by doors and things. So there's a new family member on the way. Our little alien baby is going to be born. Now, unlike Brandy Broke's baby, who is always a male if you don't use clean templates, Pascal's baby can be either a male or a female, but it will never be twins. It is always a single child. And you get a nice little cut scene here. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a baby boy. I love it when we have a baby boy, because we can name him Tycho, which is the baby's name in the Sims lore. And he always has the green alien skin, but occasionally he may have Pascal's eyes. Our little baby has black eyes though. Now, as soon as the baby's born, we get another message here that says, "Phew, interstellar spawns sure are tiring. Maybe your sim could use a little help. Pick up the phone and call a nanny." So the next thing we'll do is have Pascal go in and call a nanny. You may also notice that the boys have a visitor in the form of a Nervous subject, one of my favorite Sims ever. Love you, Nervous. So Nervous comes over to visit right after Pascal gives birth, and Pascal has the want to talk to Nervous. Now, the Prima Guide suggests having Pascal become friends with Nervous, but they're actually already friends, so I just have them talk for a while. The Prima Guide also suggests having Laszlo watch the cooking channel to max out his cooking skill. He will always have this power want to max out his cooking skill. I find it can be difficult if his fun is all the way up, so I'll just have him study cookbooks instead, because I'm a good and proper girl, and I always do what the Prima Guide tells me to do. Next, we find ourselves in the Spector household. They are the second family in the recommended playing order. Olive Spector here has the want to retire, and we get a message right away that says Olive Spector wants to retire, pick up the phone, and call work to start collecting that pension. So our first step is to send Olive to the phone and have her quit her job, satisfying this huge want that gives her 5,000 aspiration points. Would you like to retire? Yes, we would. She was working in the slacker career. Olive has retired. She'll be receiving a pension of 152 simoleons daily. Now it's getting dark outside, and the ghost out in Olive's little private cemetery are going to be coming out soon. The Prima Guide says deleting the tombstones will remove the ghost from the lot. Don't do that. Bad idea. I don't know why it says this. Never delete tombstones in The Sims 2. Our next step is actually to have Ophelia ask her Aunt Olive if she can go out with her boyfriend Johnny. If she somehow goes to bed for no reason at 7 p.m., you might have to wake her up, like I did. And we're gonna ask for permission to go out. Hopefully Aunt Olive is feeling generous because she just got that big want fulfilled, and she'll say yes. Come on, Aunt Olive. Oh, she said no. I have actually never had her say yes, even though the Prima Guide says she most likely will. She always says no for me. So unfortunately, because Olive said no, we can't call and go out. If Olive were to say yes, you could do call and go out and then Johnny would come and pick her up, but that just doesn't ever work for me. What I do is lock in this one and we will try again tomorrow. Maybe Olive will be in a better mood tomorrow. I'm watching you sleep. Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl. So it's Wednesday about 9 p.m. now, and Ophelia's coming to ask Olive if she can go, have her permission to go out. Olive is not in that great of a mood, so I don't foresee her saying yes, but we're gonna keep trying. Nope, absolutely not. Poor Ophelia. She never gets to go out and see her boyfriend at all. Olive keeps her under lock and key here in this house. Now we wait. We wait for Ophelia to age up to an adult tomorrow and for Olive to pass away. And the ghosts have started to come out here. Here's the ghost of euthanasia. Get it? So it's 5:30 p.m., 2 days after I started playing this family, and we're about to have two big events happen. So Olive is going to die of old age, and Ophelia is going to age up to a young adult. Now, I don't send Ophelia to college because it's just not part of her story in my mind. And she also doesn't want to go to college. And I play with a once-based play style, so she will not be going to college. Instead, she's going to age up to to an adult, and she's going to have this house and all of Olive's money. And it's the least that she could get considering her life has been so miserable. She doesn't get a birthday party either because I imagine that Olive would not allow it. And here comes Grimmy. Here comes Grimmy, and here is Ophelia aging up. It happens at exactly the same moment. Olive was fighting for her life, but she lost. She lost the battle against the Grim Reaper, and here is her urn right at the same time that Ophelia aged up to an adult and inherited this entire house and all of Olive's cash. That was a horrible period of time in my life. I guess one has to hit rock bottom to really be free. Next, we find ourselves in the Beaker household. As soon as we press play, we get a message that says Cersei wants a big promotion, get her to work in a good mood, and maybe her efforts will pay off. So our goal here is to feed her needs as much as possible and get her the promotion that she wants. Because Nervous has such a low aspiration, he's going to do some destructive behaviors, including stuffing his face at the refrigerator, which should cause some roaches to appear. So Nervous starts stomping the roaches, and he has a little bit of a freak out. Normally, Nervous has a fear of seeing roaches, which would put him into aspiration failure, but for some reason that didn't happen right now. So after he stomps the roaches, he usually goes into aspiration failure, and the therapist comes. And this is sort of Maxis's way of teaching you about aspiration failure and the therapist. That didn't happen for us here. I don't know if it's because I'm using a clean template or I don't know. Usually happens, but it didn't happen now. Our next step is to have Nervous call up Pascal and chat with him. They are becoming very close friends, and I often have Nervous and Pascal become a family and get married, since Nervous wants to get married and Pascal's his only friend. I just think it makes sense, and I think a lot of other simmers do that too, but that's sort of an implied thing that a lot of people do, but it's not really 100% part of the story. Now we just wait for Cersei to get home to see if she got that promotion. Cersei just got home and she's been promoted to resident level 5 just like she wanted. That's all there is to it for the Beaker family, at least for the scripted events. The next family in the recommended play order is the Smith family. As soon as we press play, we get a message that Johnny's ready to become a man. He wants a birthday party to mark the occasion, so pick up the phone to invite his friends. He will not be going to college either because the birthday party is part of the scripted event. So when Strangetown was created, of course, there were no universities, so these scripted events do not take that into account, and I don't either. After he throws the party, Tank Grunt will always show up uninvited to crash the party, because he's a jerk. And Johnny wants to irritate him, so let's do it. They may end up getting in a fight on Johnny's birthday. Sometimes they do. Tank is an alien racist, just like his dad. So there's a lot of problems with this family, and now he wants to get in a fight with Tank. But first, it's time for him to transition to an adult. They already have a birthday cake out here, so let's go blow out the candles. My God, Ophelia needs a makeover so bad. She's wearing bright blue boots. I don't even know. But that's not important right now. This video is about the scripted events, not the outfits. Somebody turned on that sweet salsa music. so Johnny could have a soundtrack to this important moment in his life. But his girlfriend Ophelia is here. She's an adult now. He's got to grow up to catch up to her. And his friend Rip is here, and his enemy Tank is here, which is quite strange. The Curious brothers did not come. Curious. Okay, and now he has become, although we cannot see him, an adult. Looking good, looking good. Johnny is ready for a life of his own. Getting a job and moving out will start him on his adult journey. He also wants to have his very first woohoo, and I don't blame him. Now the future of Johnny is really in your hands. What I normally do is I just leave him here at his parents' house until I get back to Ophelia, and then they normally end up getting married and he moves in with her, but it's really up to you. He's a blank slate, ready for you to mold. Last but not least is the Grunt family. Young Tank really wants his father's approval. Will finding a good job and working hard finally win Tank his father's respect? Use the computer to start the job search. And when you send Tank over to the computer to find a job, there's only going to be one option, and that is the military option. This is a part of the scripted event for him to follow in his father's footsteps, so he's going to take that job. Now he wants to get an A+ report card to make his dad proud. Everything he does is to try to impress his father. The Prima Guide suggests spending this day off, having General Buzz train the kids on the obstacle course in the backyard. And here he goes, training little Buck on the obstacle course, trying to make him a good little soldier in his army of boys. I don't know what I'm saying. And this kid is terrible at this. And now it's Tank's turn to be trained by Daddy Buzz. General Daddy Buzz. Daddy Buzz, General Buzz Daddy? Well, for some reason, Tank didn't go to school today, so he lost a grade by missing school today. Great job, Tank. He was supposed to get an A+. His brother will get an A+, and Tank will gain the disapproval of his father. Little Buck is now home. He got himself an A+ at school, so good for him. So that's it. Those are all the scripted events for the Strangetown households. After I play through these, I usually plop the bin families down in some houses, and then I start playing my rounds rotationally. I hope you found this entertaining and informative. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you with a new video very soon. Smooth.